Good morning, students. Welcome to the class on rearrangements. Today we will learn about Smiles rearrangement. What is Smiles rearrangement? Ipso substitution of aromatic compounds when they have an electron withdrawing group in a nucleophilic substitution fashion on aromatic system is called Smiles rearrangement. So when this molecule is treated with base, this oxygen will substitute sulfur on the benzene ring. So it is basically ipso substitution. It is basically ipso substitution. How do we explain the formation of this product? As I said, it is aromatic nucleophilic substitution, but substitution occurs on the same carbon where this substituent is there. Under basic conditions, what will happen? The acidic proton, alcoholic proton will be lost. So it generates an oxide ion. Now this oxide ion will undergo aromatic nucleophilic substitution reaction. So the bond may polarize towards nitro group because it is a strong withdrawing group, so it can stabilize negative charge. This is the previous double bond, this is again a previous double bond. Now what we have is a 5-membered group. We have oxygen carbon bond and we have just generated a negative charge here. Then when this negative charge is polarized back to regenerate the aromatic system, then the sulfur carbon bond will break down in such a fashion. Electrons will be given to sulfur. So sulfur will undergo reduction. Then S double bond will break down and it will be polarized towards oxygen. So the product is substitution of oxygen for sulfur on the same position on the aromatic ring. So this is what is called Smiles rearrangement. Nucleophilic aromatic substitution on the same carbon, that means ipso substitution in aromatic nucleophilic substitutions is called Smiles rearrangement. Please take the notes. I'll give you 2 practice problems. When this molecule is treated with N-butyl lithium, it is undergoing Smiles rearrangement to give this product SO2 minus. when hydrogen on this benzylic carbon is acidic because benzyl anion is stable. So we need a strong base to remove this proton. So n-butyl lithium will remove this proton. The carbon and benzylic anion will undergo ipso substitution on this carbon. So that is why the substituent is para to this, right? Methyl is para to this. In the same, in the product also it is para to this. Sulfur, of course, it will undergo reduction. So S double bond O, S double bond O is reduced to SO2 minus. I'll give you one more practice problem. Okay, I'll give the product, you practice it. When this amide is treated with sodium hydride, it will undergo Smiles rearrangement. Then that amide is hydrolyzed under acidic conditions to get the amine. When we treat this with sodium hydride, a proton from amide nitrogen can be removed. So N minus will undergo Smiles rearrangement. So we will get amide here, but after hydrolysis, amide is converted to amine. We were discussing Smiles rearrangement reactions. When this molecule is treated with sodium hydride, of course it undergoes Smiles rearrangement, but here we get, because of more functional groups, the Smiles rearrangement product can be exploited further to generate this final product. I'll explain how this product is generated from this. Under basic conditions, we know cyanide is a withdrawing group. So the alpha carbon to cyanide is a acidic carbon. So the protons can be removed with a base. So what we are doing, we are generating a negative charge here when it is treated with the base. This base now will undergo Smiles rearrangement on this carbon. Then this double bond can be polarized here because we have electron withdrawing group. So negative charge here is stabilized. So what we are having in the second step, when we look at the ring size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a 5-membered Spiro system. And again we have a cyanide group here. So this is the negative charge which is generated. Now this negative charge again polarizes back into the ring because it is an aromatic system. So it must regenerate the aromatic system again. When it is polarized back into the ring, now this oxide ion will be leaving. Oxide ion will be leaving. So this is how this Smiles rearrangement occur in the first instance. Cn. Again we have Cn, then O minus. I think we need to rewrite this Cn also like this so that we can explain the next steps. So in the first instance, sodium hydride picks up a proton from alpha carbon to cyanide that will undergo Smiles rearrangement to generate this intermediate. This will further undergo reactions. Here, this oxide ion will undergo nucleophilic substitution on cyanide because C triple bond N. This triple bond is polarized towards more electrophilic nitrogen. So it will polarize towards nitrogen. Cn minus will be generated. Again, this N minus will undergo nucleophilic substitution on this Cn. So this C triple bond N, one of the triple bond, pi bond will be polarized towards nitrogen. When we look at the ring sizes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5-member ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6-member ring. So what is the product here? Now we have a 6-member ring. 1, 2, third atom is nitrogen, which attacks on Cn. So again we have a 5-member ring here. Sorry, it should be this. 1, 2, 2 methyl groups, then oxygen. We have only one pi bond is broken, so we have a double bond here, another double bond is there, N minus. But this can be rearranged, so N minus can pick up a proton, S-dic proton. When this proton is removed, it generates an aromatic ring. Of course, the double bond is there. When this proton is removed, it generates an aromatic ring. Sorry, it should be single bond. Okay, NH minus. We have new double bond generated here, and we have another new double bond generated here. So the newly generated ring is again becoming aromatic. Again, this NH minus will pick up a proton when we add water or dilute acid at the end of the reaction. Next, we will discuss Stevens rearrangement. What is Stevens rearrangement? 1-2 rearrangement of quaternary ammonium salts quaternary ammonium salts or ammonium halides under basic conditions is called as Stevens rearrangement. Not only 1-2 rearrangement, 2-3 rearrangement is also called as Stevens rearrangement. 2-3 rearrangement reactions were discussed during pericyclic reaction. So here I will discuss only 1-2 rearrangement reactions. What are these quaternary ammonium salts? Amines can be protonated or alkylated to generate a quaternary salt. Now, if the quaternary salt is having beta hydrogens, that means hydrogen on beta carbon, then what happens under basic conditions? Base will pick up this proton, then the bonding electron pair will be polarized like this, so that this quaternary ammonium salt will be leaving, so that what we are getting, we are generating an alkene. We are generating an alkene. So when beta hydrogen is available, quaternary ammonium salts will undergo decomposition to generate the alkene, which is called Hofmann reaction. This reaction is called Hofmann reaction. Right. When there is no beta hydrogens, then what will happen? When beta hydrogens are not available, like in this case, this is alpha carbon, this is alpha carbon. So we have only alpha hydrogens. So when there is only alpha hydrogens are available, then strong basic conditions will generate a negative charge on alpha carbon. In this case, of course, proton can be abstracted from both these alpha systems, but we will preferentially remove a proton from this system. I'll write the product and then I'll explain the mechanism. So the product is this fellow. This benzylic position is undergoing 1,2 rearrangement. When we give the numbering, see this is amine 1, carbon 2, 1, 2. So this is 2 in the 1, 2, and benzylic carbon, this is 1. So 1 carbon is migrating to 2 carbon. So that is why it is called 1, 2 rearrangement. 1 carbon is migrating to 2 carbon. Now I'll explain the mechanism. When we treat this under strong basic conditions, amide ion will pick up this proton. Amide ion will pick up this proton. So the basic conditions will generate this I line. Positive charge is there previously. Now we have generated negative charge by treating with a base. This negative charge now will polarize towards the quaternary ammonium salt, nitrogen, so that this carbon nitrogen bond will break down and will give you a benzyl anion. Of course, positive charge is there. Now the benzyl anion, this benzyl anion now will attack here, so that this double bond will polarize towards nitrogen. Now the positive charged nitrogen taking the electrons, so it becomes neutral. So this is how we can explain 1,2 rearrangement of one carbon is rearranging to second carbon, 1,2 rearrangement of quaternary ammonium salts. Not only quaternary ammonium salts, any such rearrangement, for example, here we are using a sulfur salt. So any such rearrangement is called as Stevens rearrangement. Now the benzylic carbon is migrated here.